Hello, 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 hello. Welcome to another Bad Seed Brighton Property of the Week video. This week, chez moi, we had a third viewing from someone who viewed the house when it was up for sale in October before it was taken off the market, was the first person to come and view it again in January when it went back on the market. And then I don't really know why they wanted a third viewing, because at the moment they haven't sold their own house. But I am told they have reduced the price of their house because they would like to buy mine. Fingers crossed. See what happens. Property market's awful in the UK. And I hear mixed things about the property market in France. Some people say the Americans are buying up everything they can because of, is it number 47? Shan't mention the name. And others are saying property is moving slowly. I have a property for you this week. Here it is. Okay, so I found this property on the Fougères website. It's brought to market via IAD France, and the property is in a small commune called Montaudin. You can probably see Montaudin is a commune around Mayenne, and Mayenne is really where three areas of France meet. So you've got Pays de Loire to the south, Brittany to the west, and Normandy north. But the property itself, 22 kilometres east of Fougères, one of my favourites. The scale on the map is 5 miles. I would say that's about 35, maybe 40 miles to the coast. And obviously all the usual ports apply. Saint-Malo, Cherbourg, unless you're a Sussex resident like myself, in which case it's Dieppe and the drive on the French side. A little about the property. It's a retirement project, not a retirement home. So you will see from the pictures, a lot of the work's been done, but this is a house to renovate. The agent description reads as a farmhouse on a plot of 1.2 hectares, quietly located, no close neighbours, 2 kilometres from the village of Montaudin, 22 kilometres, as said, from Fougères. The property is bare inside. You've got a living area at the moment of 55 metres with an adjoining barn of a further 120 metres, both with attic that can be converted. You can extend from the smaller part of the property to the larger, and I understand that has already been validated with local urban planning. And I have reached out to the agent for further photos on this property, further details, but they haven't got back to me. As always, the link to the property is in the description for the video, and there's also there, I think, contact details for the agency. So there's an aerial view here. You can see centre of the picture, you've got this nice maintained approach to the property door, which is always a bonus. You can see the layout. You've got those two workshops, and then it looks to me, that old tin building, that's a chicken coop if ever I saw one. or turkeys in my instance. I really like to raise turkeys. Is that 4,000 metres to the right and 6,000 to the left? Property in the distance, but you know, peace and quiet. Got two photos here which show the property quite nicely. So you can see that hard standing to the front door, which is great. On the right hand side, there's a double garage. And then you can also see, I think quite simply here, looking at the water butt, that's the division of the property. So you've got a right hand side, which has been more developed, and a left hand side, which is total renovation. So this is the interior of the right hand side of the property. You can see they've installed new central heating. That double garage, maybe that's a single garage, because I know it also contains a wood boiler. You can see there's a PVC door there. Another picture here of the same view, just taking a couple of meters to the left. But that far wall, that wall that's split into stucco and bare wall, that's the wall you would be looking to go through to get into next door. And also it looks like, I was going to say, someone's put first phase electrics in the property. And then to the left of the property, there's this big part of the floor plan. So what do we say? 50. This is a further 120 metres. This is over double the size of the other property. Two pictures. I think they're just taken from opposing ends. If you are going to extend out, then I think that roof's probably going to go. Talking of which, there's a shot here of the attic. I'm assuming this is above the more advanced stage of the build. The roof looks good, floor looks okay, it looks dry, it's got some light to it. Can't see that they've carried electrical work upstairs as yet, but you know, wouldn't be too difficult at all. And if the quality of the loft in the second part of the building is to this standard, I think it'd be really nice. If you could develop the whole of the upstairs, you would be taking what's described as a 50-metre habitable area presently, adding the 120, giving you 175. You've got the same or approximately the same upstairs. It's 350 square metres. It's room to swing a cat. Not that we encourage swinging cats. Couple of pictures here of the outbuildings. Sturdy, with openings, ventilation and light. Roof looks good. And you know, then they're not plain funky. You know, they've got some character about them. It's a shame you can't get those into a Jeep, but all the same, you've got a very nice artist's studio, woodworking, whatever. I've bought some demijohns this week, so maybe winemaking in one of those. And then lastly, this picture of the rear of the property. So you can see that where the lane finishes. Two doors at the rear. You've got the one existing door at the front, and then that big barn door that needs to be converted. I like it. This appeals to me. It sits on a 1.2 hectare plot. You've got a 2,000 square metre courtyard surrounded by the buildings, a 4,000 square metre meadow with its own well. We love a well. It says 400 planted trees, another plot of 6,000 metres with hedgerow. It's a good description. So here are the details. As you can see, it's described as being 4 pieces. I guess that's the main building, the 2 work sheds and the chicken coop. Easily room for 3 bedrooms upstairs and a nice living area downstairs. Yes, up to 175 metres footprint in total, sitting on a plot, 1,200 square metres, €109,000 plus notary fees. But 109,000, that's £90,000, which equates to 112,000 US dollars, 179,000 Australian, or 160,000 Canadian. £90,000. You can get an offer accepted 10% under asking price. Use that 10% to cover your notary fees. £90,000, that's not a great deal of money. For a property, no, you can't just walk into it, but there's a lot of potential for a really lovely, I think, retirement home on that plot. So there you go, 109,000 Montaudin. As always, please let me know what you think in the comments. Hopefully, feel free to give the video a like. If you haven't already, please feel free to subscribe. I try to upload 1 or 2 properties a month. This wasn't something this isn't meant to be my content. You know, I want to be more about feeding the chickens and building a greenhouse. Thanks for watching. Have a great week and see you next time.